Do you want to remember some guys from Fleer Baseball 1991?
Hell no, I'm a Topps guy.
Well, we literally don't have any other cards. Fleer 91, logo stickers and trading cards. I'm really hoping for some logo stickers.
I hope you get some too.
That will be great. Oh, and
Congrats.
we do, immediately.
And you got a Tigers one.
Yes. We have the sort of the racist one, and then we have the Detroit Tigers.
Oh, yeah, I know, I see it now.
Royals.
I'm going to
Very
take this
cool.
Indians one, and I'm just going to just make sure that nobody has to see it.
Yeah.
There you go.
Do you remember Ernest Riles?
Yes, Ernie.
Ernie.
Riles. I just remember he played a lot of positions. I did not remember he played for the Giants.
Nope. What's he list?
Played for the Brewers when he came up,
I don't know if it's even listed as a... Oh, infielder.
Yeah,
Okay.
so there you go.
So, he played baseball. Do you remember Mitch Webster?
I do. He was annoying. He was a
Really?
fourth outfielder.
He looks like a big power hitter.
Hit very
type.
well against the Mets. I don't think he was. He was just the guy that hit like 12 homers in a year. And like
He's
9
from
of them
Kansas.
were
He
against the
extremely
Mets.
looks like a guy from Kansas.
Okay.
From Larned, Kansas, and his home is in Great Bend, Kansas.
Yeah.
And he's just like pretty classic Kansan.
He looks like a guy that you'd see in the background of a shot in Hell or High Water. Like he'd be in a restaurant eating a steak.
Definitely, yeah. I could see him at like just a low rent casino.
Yeah.
Yeah. Do you remember a guy named Mike Jeffcoat?
Jeff Mike Coat, I think. That's a mistake. No, neither of them, actually, sadly.
He's from Pine Bluff, Arkansas. Do you remember Jose Vizcaino? I feel like this name rings a bell for me.
Yeah.
I don't know why.
He played a long time. He was, I believe, was a Met later in his career.
Okay, this is like he's almost a rookie at this point.
Yeah, he came up, probably would have been in the same infield with Jose Offerman, the extraordinary
lost me
double
there.
Jose. You remember Jose Offerman?
I don't think so, no.
Wow. I forgot. Yeah, well, anyway, you were not even
So I failed,
a twinkle in your parents' eyes when these cards were made.
All right, well, do you remember Willie Frazier, who looks very kind of mean? Like he's going to throw like a very...
Yeah, that's like...
He's going to hit somebody with this pitch.
Like rude Cali bra.
Yeah.
I remember mostly that he was another guy that was like a rated rookie, and then it turns out maybe not actually was that good.
Good mustache, though. Do you remember the Montreal Expo outfielder Dave Martinez?
I do. He's now the manager of the Washington Nationals, Dave Martinez.
Oh, good
He
for
played
him.
forever. He probably was early in his career there, but he played like
Looks like he started in '87 with the Cubs.
and I think he retired in like 2005.
Okay.
Yeah.
Oh,
never-
Davey Martinez.
Yeah. Same.
Okay. Yeah.
Never great, but like
Mm-hmm.
he was a true expo. I'll say
Nice.
that much for him.
You ever go by Davey?
My parents call me that.
Okay.
Sometimes, if I'm talking to somebody that I'm friends with and I'm telling a story where I'm an idiot, I'll refer to myself as Davey.
Nice.
Like that's old Davey falling down the stairs again or something.
Do you remember this guy who's very, very much about to get a ground ball?
Yeah.
Jeff Hudson?
Hudson.
Hudson? I don't know.
I think it's Houston a little bit. I do not remember him being that freaking yoked up, unless that's just a loose sweatshirt. I thought he was like a banjo hitting utility guy.
His home is listed as Cheyenne, Wyoming.
Wow, so he's out there just carrying oxen around.
It lists him as both a tall speedster and an adept fielder with a strong gun.
But you were,
I don't know if
was
that's literal or not.
Fleer, it's hard to say. It's Wyoming. Fleer taking a very bullish position on Jeff Hudson there, and it worked out. I mean, now he's the name that everyone remembers, the player that we all love to know.
Do you remember, not the football player, Greg Olsen?
Yes, I do. He
Okay.
was a catcher, right?
Yes.
Yeah. He's not. He was the less successful of the two Greg Olsons that were active in baseball at the time. There was a relief pitcher who spelled his name with
That's a
two
lot of
G's.
Greg Olsons.
It is. It's enough that it's so many, in fact, that there has not been one since. Yeah, they made some rules. And
Interesting.
Stuff.
Do you remember Bo Alred?
Sure don't.
Bo has played a total of 17 Major League games at the time of this card. He's from Arizona. 3 of his 6 Major League hits in 1989 were doubles.
That's classic Bo.
Do you remember Bob Boone? Is he part of the Boone family?
He is. He
Okay.
is a. There's
He's been for a long time at the time of
So
this
his
card.
dad played in the majors, and then his 2 kids played in the majors.
Bob Boone.
Yeah, I remember Bob Boone played long enough that when I worked at Topps, this is like 2006, there were some unopened packs in the back, and there was a pack of 1973 Topps that we opened, and I remember it had a Bob Boone card in it, but what I most remember is that my coworker Mike ate the gum that was in that pack, and that it made a sound like a glass being dropped from a great height.
Oh
like
my
it just
God.
shattered, and he was like, "Ah."
Was he okay?
That's
Did he
it.
die?
He's fine. He's actually doing very well, as far as I
Okay.
can tell. No longer in baseball card publishing, but then who is?
Yeah, I mean, you kind of peak after you
Yeah, I was gonna say.
eat glass bubblegum. Wade Boggs. Hall of Famer Wade Boggs.
Yeah,
Remember him.
definitely looking. I sure do remember him. That's how I remember him, watching a ball that he hit fly through the air. Classic Wade.
Classic Wade. Do you remember Davy Clarke?
Little? Like he's a pinch hitter, I think.
Yeah, it doesn't have facts about him. Some of these guys they have facts about, and some of them they don't.
Yeah.
The minor league guys.
That was
a
a rough period for the Cubs. They were continually graduating dudes like Dave Clarke to the majors, and then they weren't working out.
Yeah, he's from Tupelo, Mississippi.
That went on for 100 years, by the way. And then they won a World Series.
And finally, do you remember a guy named Pedro Guerrero?
Hell yeah. Do you remember Pedro Guerrero?
No, he had a long career from the look of it, though. He was on the Dodgers for a while.
Yeah.
Into the Cards.
He was really good.
His home is in Rio Rancho, New Mexico, too.
That's for the
pretty cool.
The real estate development they were selling in Glengarry Glen Ross, actually.
Oh.
Yeah, the Rio Rancho Estates.
I've seen that movie. I'm still amazingly impressed that you just pulled that out.
Yeah, I remember Glengarry Glen Ross better than I remember Pedro Guerrero. And I remember Pedro Guerrero pretty well.
So, there you go. We remembered some guys. We also remembered one movie.
Sure did, and we got stickers.
Mine fell off.
Oh.